Welcome. We're the Knights of the Drunk Watch, or at least two of them. And we are here for our regularly scheduled every 2 weeks Sunday book club.
Irregularly scheduled.
Now, we were an hour late today. Normally, we do try to make it at 7 o'clock, but then some of us sometimes have jobs on Sundays. So usually
I cast
it
a
will
show
be...
today. I don't know what you were doing.
Right. Usually we are here 7 or 8 o'clock on Sundays. Check out our Instagram for announcements on when that happens. I am Audie.
I'm Andrew. We are the Knights of the Drunk Watch.
And now our talk begins. You might see some of the other knights running around trying to scramble off the set.
Can we turn the light off in the kitchen, please?
Yeah, can you turn the kitchen light off? Okay, so we are here discussing chapter 27 through 32 because we could not get through the actual homework.
We're only one chapter short.
Yeah, we were one chapter short.
It's been a busy 2 weeks, including Halloween.
Yeah,
parties,
check out our Instagram. We're going to start posting some of the photos of all of us at the Houston Museum of Natural Science, Spirits and Skeletons party. There was a lot of fun costumes going on there. Okay, so I don't even remember what I wrote on these notes, so let's see what we've got here.
Oh, well, chapter 27, Shelter from the Storm. Perrin's dreams return, and they leave the Tuathan. They leave the Tinkers.
Yes, I have falling under the spell of the people. So they're talking about how, like, the people are basically, like... I don't know if it's like a magical spell or if it's just like their way of life that is really appealing.
It's just their way of life.
That's kind of like, you know, catching hold of them.
It's very fairy tale way of life. Everyone's happy. They're dancing every night.
Everyone's peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful.
Bunch of hippies in this group. But I actually really like the Tinkers. I think they're like a fun group. I'm dying to start seeing castings for some of these actors. Mm-hmm. Like, I cannot wait. I still don't know who Tom Maryland is going to be. I'm guessing he's going to be the next announcement. That's probably going to be our next casting, because he's one of the mains.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I don't know. I haven't pictured him. There's a character coming up who I have pictured.
Okay, well, think about it throughout the discussion, and maybe we'll throw our Tom Maryland choices out at the end. And then Perrin dreams again. And now, it was, again, this was, I read this like 2 Sundays ago when we got done with this. So, did he dream about the Dark One again?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He basically found him. And I think he killed the wolf in his dream, if I remember correctly.
Did he?
Yeah, it was not... Because he woke up all, like, freaked out, and Tom Maryland. Elias woke up and was like, yep, now it's time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had the dream, and then all of a sudden everybody was like, yep, it's time to get a move on.
Yeah, because
Bad
Elias
stuff
been
is
saying,
coming.
it's not ready, we can chill, I'll know when. And when Perrin had that dream, he was like, let's go.
So I'm wondering if that either is... saying, oh, okay, you have not been removed from the selection for the Dragon Reborn just because of the wolves, or just the fact that he's becoming a stronger wolf brother is making still makes him dangerous even to the Dark One.
I mean, but
even though he's not
he's part of the pattern.
Right.
What is the pattern controlling, and what does the Dark One see of the pattern already that he's going after these people?
Mm-hmm. So it's definitely, Perrin is definitely not out of the running for, I mean, not definitely for Dragon Reborn, he is, but he's not out of the running for being dangerous in the situation. Right. Time to go. I do have that. That's kind of what happened in this season, right? I mean, in this episode. This episode? That's what happened in this episode.
Whole one chapter, entire season.
And then they split off, right?
Well, yeah, then they left. They left
the Tinkers. They said goodbye.
They went to do their own thing.
I have to say, I don't feel like we've probably seen the last of, what was his name? Amar? Or what was his name? The guy that was into Egwene.
Rain.
Oh, was it?
R-A-E-N.
Oh, I thought it was something with an A. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think we've seen...
I can't find it, so...
I don't think we've seen the last of him. He seemed like really intent on like keeping her by his side. I don't know if he's just like a jilted lover, or I feel like everybody's untrustworthy and going to come back and be a bad person eventually. Thank you, Pat and Fane. Let's see. Nynaeve and the others arrive at Whitebridge.
Oh, Footprints in the Air, chapter 28. What do you have to say?
Okay,
I have like one topic of discussion for each one.
Well, what do you have?
Well, I'm worried about Nynaeve. I'm worried about her and her prejudice. She will not give up her prejudice against the Aes Sedai. Mm-hmm. That, basically the Dark Friends are Dark Friends, the Aes Sedai are Dark Friends, everyone's evil, and, she's supposed to be part of the pattern. I think she's either gonna go bad, or she's gonna be one of those people who's so stubborn about her prejudices that she's makes
gonna get
something
killed.
Yes, she's gonna make something happen because she wouldn't give it up, and it's not good.
It's either that or eventually Maureen is going to do something so huge to save the Edmund Fields folk that she will entirely change her mind.
Yeah, but she's just so...
But right now she's so stubborn, it's frustrating. But
even in this chapter, she's like, oh, I wish we could get rid of Moraine. I mean,
it just could be me and Lan.
Me and Lan. Lan would be so much better without that bitch.
Yeah, she is acting a little childish for supposedly, like, the wisdom. But, of course, if she wasn't acting like a kind of a little bitch right now, she would have nowhere to grow. Like, you know, there's places for her character to go from here, but it is frustrating
I feel like it's
right
very
now.
strong. It's not just doubt. It's not just willingness to believe. It's a very strong sense of
it's prejudice,
like
you said, yeah. And it's interesting because she's watching Moraine go around this town and basically help people just with her presence.
Right, and she's not going around ordering. She's asking them questions. She's getting them, she's getting them to tell their own story so that they can find out what they need to know.
Right.
Without being just like, what happened here? Who are they? We're looking for these people. You got to.
Yeah, she's helping people. She's healing people. She's talking to people, and still Nynaeve's not into it. I don't remember what else happens. Do they stay there or do they move on towards Camelin?
Yeah, no, it ends with, I mean, they're planning to move on, but it ends with them in the tavern.
Same tavern.
Because I didn't get hit by that explosion of light.
Yeah.
And I think someone came in and asked them some questions.
Yeah, no sign of Tom Maryland. Oh yeah, the guards.
The guard came in.
But it wasn't Children of the Light. It was actual like guards because Lan was basically like, "Don't fuck with me."
It was just a city guard, and then they just kind of had a conversation that didn't just end well. No one was happy at the end of the conversation.
Yeah, that's right. And yeah, and then Nynaeve ends the whole thing. Again, basically railing against the Aes Sedai. So, way to grow, character. Okay, this next chapter,
Eyes Without Pity,
really got me.
Oh,
this chapter got me.
All right. What do you have to say about it?
I cannot wait to see this in the show. Mm-hmm. Like at first, even I was like, "What the hell is he so worried about?" Literally, there's nothing. There's no one. They haven't seen anybody. Like, I was totally with Egwene and with Perrin on this. I was like, this guy's being way too careful. Nobody's sensing anything. And even then, I thought it was kind of like the Ravens in Lord of the Rings, you know, where they're just like the eyes of the bad guy. Mm-hmm. Nah, them bitches is weapons. Like, they literally, like, they, like, descended on that fox, and it was like, and they left, and it was just like a skeleton and some guts.
Yeah.
So that was extremely interesting. It scared me. And this whole, like, idea that they had to keep moving, and there was, like, ravens behind them, there was ravens ahead of them, and they had to, like, move exactly the correct amount of room to not be seen, and that they kept having to shoot down the like random stragglers. It was very intense. It was like well written chapter. It kept me tense. And I don't know if this is the same chapter where we get the Arthur Hawking story where they get to the safe place, or is that the next chapter? Yeah,
the setting. They reach the setting.
Yes.
Because you have the ravens in the setting and Perrin and the wolves. I feel like Perrin is... without like openly accepting it, he's becoming more accepting of his connection with the wolves.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like sneaking up on him. The second he like remembers that he's doing it, he's like, "Oh, I wish I wasn't doing this."
Right? Yeah, he's like, it's not like he's accepted it consciously, but he's like, he's getting into the rhythm of it, and he's taking their information and using it.
I'm still not like 100% certain that it's entirely devoid of the one power, like. I'm wondering if this is just a version of it. You know, it's not. He's not really touching Saidar.
Elias was pretty.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's older than the one power.
Yeah, which is like weird to me though, because the one power comes from the wheel, and the wheel always existed to push the time. It's all very confusing, but it's all a lot of like legend and lore. We don't know the actual mechanics of how everything works. So, but we do get a really cool story and a little bit more information on Arthur Hawking, Hawk King. or Hawkwing. Sorry, it's
Hawkwing,
actually
Hawkwing.
Hawkwing. I remember because I was like, Hawking. Oh no, it's Hawkwing. Which we got a little bit of previously from Balsamon himself. In the dream where he's talking to Rand, and he's like,
was it
I was
Hawking?
whispering, because he was like, I whispered in this person's ear,
Hawking,
and I
the
whispered,
king of the Roninum.
yeah, but he was the Balsamon
Right.
talked about, like, I drove him insane and to go and hunt all the Aes Sedai and prevented him from getting help from the Aes Sedai when he was dying.
Right.
But what we didn't get from Balsamon, which we do get from this story, is that Arthur Hawkwing was actually, like, not a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, he may have ruled with fear, but he was also just. It's a lot like, actually, like Vlad the Impaler, not to bring my heritage into it, but Vlad the Impaler to Romanians is a hero because he brought peace and stability to our country, whereas to everybody else in the world, he's like a weird
Never-ending
impaler.
life.
Yeah, that too. Well, we all have it. But to other people, he's like a creepy guy who impaled a bunch of people, So I thought that was really interesting, and the fact that they built the statue and the statue crumbled, and they're like, it's an eye. I thought that whole thing was really cool. And I'm wondering if because supposedly, I guess maybe Arthur Hawkwing was a previous like reborn dragon or false dragon, or
Right.
we don't know, like he maybe never declared.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems that Arthur Hawkwing does keep coming up, so I don't know if he'll become important. And then
Chapter 30, Children of Shadow.
them bitches.
Bornhald returns.
Bornhald and freaking Children of the Light.
Children of the Light, but they're Children of Shadow.
They're a bunch of assholes.
And the
is
wolves
what they
know
are.
something is wrong with their mission.
Yes.
They say they're on a mission of good.
I think they're dark friends. I think whoever their leader is, whether it's this general that we meet in this or later, or somebody else, I think whoever...
No, this Bornhald, he's from Balon.
Was he the general that we met at the end of the chapter? Remember, they're brought before a general of the children of... Okay, you keep talking. Let me
Wait,
look
no,
up.
that they had the whole conversation with? And
Yeah.
That's
Was that Bornhald? The same guy from...
The same guy.
Oh, I totally missed that.
I even went back and double-checked the name.
Okay.
Lord Bornhald.
Yep, you're right. Who all of a sudden is like not so bad or being sinister and kindly
good cop.
and yeah, we'll definitely just torture them into believing good stuff. But I don't trust them. I think that they've been corrupted by...
Well, I think that's correct. I don't know that they're dark friends. I mean, they...
Like consciously, but I think they've been like whispered to and led into be... I mean, they are the fucking Inquisition. Let's just say it. They are the Spanish Inquisition. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. But
what a show.
What a show.
The
Oh
Inquisition.
man.
Here we go.
This chapter also got me. I really felt like Perrin's chapters were really intense, whereas Rand's chapters was a lot of like travel and play.
But speaking of Perrin, we need to go back to 29, or we'll go back earlier in this chapter. Perrin can see in the dark now.
Yeah, I'm waiting for his eyes to start turning yellow.
Yeah, right.
That's going to start happening. And Egwene seems not 100% about this. Like, it's fine for her to suddenly be developing powers, but when Perrin does it, she's sort of like, what are you doing?
I felt like it was kind of a sense of, she kind of like set back, kind of like a whoa. And he might have freaked out about it, but what she's not is freaking out about it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, she's not like giving him a lot of shit for it, so that's good. And then we have quite possibly the most emotional moment so far that made me cry like a little girl.
Oh, what was that?
The death of Hopper.
Oh, yeah, that was sad.
When he was like, and he leapt like he could believe that he could fly. I was like, puppy. At that point, I was like, Kate's going to hate this book.
Well, and it's going to be tough because I do remember this moment from the first time. It's like, Hopper, run, brother. Hopper fully accepts Perrin.
He knows.
And then he dies.
And he knows he's going to die for
there
it.
There are other wolves that are not going to be happy about this, I believe.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was his choice. He jumped in there in between them. Like, it's not like...
They're not going to know that.
Yeah.
All they're going to know is that their brother died. And
oh, man. That was... It literally... 2 paragraphs. 2 paragraphs is all it took for Robert Jordan to fucking break our hearts when Hopper died. Just like, oh, he believed that he could fly and he would always like dream, and then he leapt like he was flying, and I was like, oh God, I can't take it. It was so sad. So sad. And then to Perrin, it felt like he was dying.
Yeah.
Like he felt like he went through the death. So I think that like solidified his connection with the wolves. Like, boom, we're there. Oh, and then we meet the asshole Lord Captain, Bornhald again. They have a little exchange. So right now, Perrin and Egwene are in the hands of the Children of the Light.
Yes, but where are they going?
Heading to Caemlyn.
Caemlyn.
Everybody heading to Caemlyn.
All roads
still.
lead to Caemlyn.
Yeah, I don't think anything good is going to happen in Caemlyn. Like, I have bad feelings. Okay, then
Chapter 31, Play for
we're
Your
on
Supper.
to travel.
Okay, so now you're talking about scenes you can't wait to see in the movies, in the show.
Okay.
I can't wait to see Rand and Matt helping farmers.
Can we just make it a quick montage?
It's like, I'm going to drink for molesting them with my eyes on the page. It's like, they're out in the field, stripped to the waist, and said, oh, yes, they are.
No wonder the farmer's daughter was all like, hello.
Oh, well, the farmer's daughter, absolutely.
Well, I mean, it's not like she gets to see that many hot men. She lives in a fucking farm in the middle of nowhere with seriously overprotective
and he tries
parents.
to hide himself with her father's shirt, and it's too small, so it's all, like, pulled, and... Yeah.
We were all discovering a new sexuality. Yeah, so they meet the farmer. The farmer lets them work for a little bit, even though he has 9 children. And the daughter kind of likes him, but nothing really, like, conflicting happens.
No. I mean, they were worried about being seen on the road. They were hiding. Some farmers would chase them off. Some farmers would let them work for the hayloft or for a bed. You know.
I think the tensest thing actually that happened in this chapter happened at the very beginning, which was the discussion about selling the dagger.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Matt is not going to give.
Matt is not. I think Matt would kill
willingly.
his closest friend for that dagger. Something is going on with that
cursed.
dagger. It's cursed. But other than that, like, I felt like this, in the rising action of everything that's happening, this was like a...
Well, but it was setting you up
for the next
next chapter.
But even the next chapter it was like... Okay, fine. Again, I read through that one.
Even at the... Okay, well, maybe you will see what you missed. Because even the end of Play for Your Supper ends with... Everything was going great.
And then we
went to the Four Kings and shit.
Yeah. I mean, some shit happened, but I still feel like...
We started playing a little music. We started getting to sleep in the inn and having dinner, and we were doing really good.
And then they met, what was his name? Hawk? Hack?
Hawk.
Are we calling... Is it Hawk?
It's, Hake. Hake.
Sure.
Yeah, H-A, Hake. And
I have to say, I literally
Hake.
sped through this at lunch today, so I am very fuzzy.
Okay,
on this.
and I haven't had a chance to go with IMDb because I can't remember the actor. You might.
Oh, you have an idea for Hake? Okay.
And now I can't remember the Game of Thrones character either.
Okay, what is it?
Filch.
Oh, Argus Filch?
Yeah.
Walder Frey himself.
Walder Frey.
Oh,
is Hake.
That's a good one.
He's just kind of like, he's like that, he had the straggly hair.
Yep.
And he's like sending all the girls to like go get molested for money.
Either that or the, what's his name who plays Wormtongue. Grimo Wormtongue. He's a good one too. Yeah. Though I mean, if we're not gonna reuse Game of Thrones characters, let's reuse some Lord of the Rings characters.
It would just be a feature role, so
right. Yeah. So they wind up. What city are they in?
Four Kings.
Four Kings. Oh, it is called the Four Kings.
Four Kings. And it's kind of a tradesman crossroads.
Right.
Okay, and so they go to every inn, and every inn has some crappy ass person playing.
Right.
Until they get to the dancing cartman or the happy cartman or whatever it is, and that's where we meet Hake, who begrudgingly lets them play.
Yeah, and eyeballs the sword and the
they
cloak
bring in the
or
crowds,
the flute.
The flute, the gold flute, the sword brings in the crowds.
Being totally not suspicious, Rand rolled a 20 on his perception check.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he totally sees them eyeing all their shit. And
Even being
then
subtle
some
about it.
creepy ass guy, rich guy comes in.
Yeah, the
and
rich
starts
guy
checking him
starts
out.
with a G, but I don't
Now
remember
the
his
thing
name.
is
Fred or
I've
something.
always saw this guy. Now this is so crazy. This guy who also Goad.
Red?
Goad.
Oh, Goad?
Um,
Something with a G.
Goad. Gode.
Goad. That's right.
I've always seen him not as a real actor, but as the villain from Pocahontas.
Oh my God. That's right.
You know that?
So we're casting Eddie Izzard. That's what you're saying.
No, well, it wasn't Eddie Izzard who
No,
played
it wasn't.
him,
But I still like. That's the kind of part I would like Eddie
Yeah.
Izzard to play.
So they've drawn this attention of Goad, and then Matt does some recon during dinner
yes.
and discovers that
uses his rogue skills.
that he is a merchant from Whitebridge.
Right? Yeah. Very rich merchant. He's got like a whole
Well,
army
yes.
with him.
Well, he's got two
And carriages
carriages,
and-
one carriage just for the servants.
Yeah.
And but even though he didn't really specifically,
He went the full Downton
he
Abbey.
felt like he knew them, and though he didn't really know them, he recognized the whole sense of them and saw the. I think you remember seeing the name, or at least that kind of carriage at Whitebridge.
Doesn't he wind up being a dark friend? Like, is that not
yes.
sort of what's revealed?
So they finish playing for the night. The place clears out.
Right.
And Hake shows up with his two bodyguards.
Right. They try to like close their door.
Yeah,
That's like
Storm
barred.
and Jack, or Strum and Jack, Sturm and Drong, I don't know. And they're like, so we're sending you to bed. And they're like, we don't have to. Like, no, you have to. So they go down to the end of the hall in the little storage room.
What is essentially a jail cell.
Yeah. And so they try to break out of it, and they've discovered there are bars on the windows, and they jam the door, okay?
Yep.
And then
While
they're trying to get the bars off the windows, they think one of the bodyguards is going to show up, and who shows up but Goad.
Through the wall, right? Like, doesn't he blow a hole in the wall?
No. Oh.
Did I not understand?
Oh, you are going to be so fucking pissed that you read this so quickly. Okay. So, Goad shows up.
Confused.
Let's see, what is our time? We're about half hour. So
Okay.
Goad shows up. Hello, boys. You are wanted by the dark, by our dark lord.
Okay.
You are marked. You should come with me, and and you will be, dread lords of darkness and da 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 da.
Okay.
Or I could make you come, so you choose. In the meantime, they're trying to break out. Then some big body's trying to break the door down, and it's slowly opening, and they're sitting there. They're panicking. They can't get out. They don't know what to do. Matt is saying, maybe we should just go with them and try to escape later. Mm-hmm. And Rand is going, no way out, no way out, no way out. And lightning strikes the building.
Oh, shit, I totally missed that. I thought that was Goad.
No.
I thought Goad did that.
It was Rand. The Rand doesn't know it.
Oh, full
Rand
display.
full on touches the one power.
Full display of the
and
one
lightning
power.
strikes the window and blows out the wall.
Holy balls! No wonder I was like, this is a boring chapter, nothing happens.
And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Okay, so definitely join us, because at one point, one of us will catch what's going on with Rand's powers.
So I mean, Rand has no
Oh,
idea what
shit.
happened, but he full on touches the one power.
I have got to reread that.
And it kills, I think it kills all the guards, or at least
Yeah, it
knocks them
kills a bunch of
completely
Goad's
unconscious.
people. That's why I was like, why would Goad kill his own people?
Yeah, no, completely knocks them
Super didn't catch
either
that.
dead, because their eyes are open looking at the skies. They've been like blown
That's
back.
exactly what happened when Lews Therin did it.
Okay, there you go.
And in the first chapter, all the dead are staring at him. Remember,
Okay.
the eyes are following him because they're all open,
Right.
and lightning is striking everywhere.
So-
Holy shit, you guys! Oh, wow. I have got to reread that. Okay, so I'm wondering, like, do you think that opens him up to being seen more by the Dark One? Or, like, if he's, like, fully touching the power
both of them
now?
are still marked. Go definitely knew that these were the guys that they needed.
Right.
Two of the guys that they needed to get. And so they're, like, on the run from, so they went running off.
Are they heading to Camelin at least, I hope?
I mean, I
hope
think
they're still going to Camelin.
Still, all roads still lead to Camelin.
Okay.
But it basically ended with them like looking back and seeing someone, they don't know if it was Good or Haig, shaking their fist at the sky because they got away.
Oh, and he blinds Matt half.
Well, I think it's the flash
sort of
of
like
light.
half blinds
Yeah,
him.
Matt was
Yeah.
having trouble seeing because I think the flash was so strong.
Wow,
So-
I cannot believe I read this in half an hour today at lunch. So I was like trying to eat my pizza and reading. It was a whole thing. So, wow, that's so exciting. I'm getting so excited about everything that's happening.
So anyway, so that's where we are.
Yep. Okay. So do we want to like catch
even though
up?
this
and
was
then...
this was a I don't know if we have to catch up. So even though it's
Okay.
a chapter short of what we planned to read, it was a
Sorry.
huge cliffhanger.
Yeah, it
and
was.
She totally missed it.
I totally missed it. Okay, so now we're gonna go from the dark weights.
47.
Do you want to do to weaving of the web,
So through chapter 39.
Don't read chapter 40, but read through chapter 39.
So we're gonna read the Dark Weights, chapter 33 to chapter 39. That sounds good.
Well, Camelin, chapter 35. Everybody gonna be converging. I'm so excited.
All our heroes are gonna be back together. It's gonna be like the Return of the King.
Oh, and it makes sense. Yeah, Web of the Pattern is next. Okay, I'm gonna spoil myself. Stop reading
right.
stuff.
Okay, so that is our chat for
at us
Book Club Lit.
on Twitter or Instagram. Mostly Twitter's probably a better spot to talk about it. If you are reading along or you have any thoughts or ideas as you're reading, like, please don't hesitate. It's at Nights Drunk. Also, if this is your first time on our YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button, the notifications bell. We're doing a lot of reaction videos. We're doing Watchmen, American Horror Story, Dark Crystal. We're also doing this.
We'll be back tonight, 10 o'clock, if
Yeah.
you're watching Two People to discuss American Horror Story, episode 100.
And then also, I don't know if you know this. Do we have a link to our store anywhere? Oh, Zach's not here.
No.
We don't have a link to our store anywhere.
I think it's on the Facebook page that I said.
Yeah.
Okay, so check out our Facebook page. We should add it to our YouTube stuff. But we do have a store. We have an amazing logo designed by the wonderful Mark B. Robbins. It's a beautiful crest.
That's me.
And you can buy mugs with it on it. Actually, I want to buy the mug. You can buy T-shirts, all sorts of fun stuff. Cell phone covers.
We need pint glasses.
Yeah, I think there's glasses as
comes
well,
in pints?
wine glasses. So if you want to drink along with
I
your
need to
favorite
check out
Knights of
the
the Drunk
store.
Watch logo. Yeah, I know. It's kind of exciting, isn't it? Go check it out. Very reasonable prices. So,
All right, we're in the Nights of Drunk Watch.
and now our talk has ended. I can't fucking
So,
believe
Crystal,
I
can you
missed
come
that.
sign us out? Or
Yeah, can we?
or-
I don't know.
Oh, here comes
Here
Zach.
it comes.
Here comes Zach. He's going to sign us out. I cannot believe you totally missed the one
I
power.
know, I missed
big
the
old
big-
one power action.
No one drink one power.
We were just filling.